Mr. Holmes, can you spare me a few hours of your valuable time because we have a very painful incident at our college?
Oh, really?
I must explain to you, Mr. Holmes. Tomorrow is the first day of examination for the scholarship. Today about 3 o'clock, the proofs of this paper arrived from the printers. I had to read them carefully as the text must be absolutely correct. At 4:30, however, I left to take tea in a friend's room. My task was not yet complete, so I left the proofs upon my desk. I was absent for more than an hour. When I returned, I was amazed to see the key hanging on the door. This duplicate key belongs to my servant Bannister. He is an honest man. I thought he might have entered my room to ask for tea. Then he might have carelessly left the key in the door.
Please continue.
The moment I looked at my table, I was aware that someone had raised my paper. The proofs were the 3 long strips. I kept them together. Now I found one of them was laying on the floor and the second one was near the table on the window and the third one was where I had left it.
Very interesting.
The large sum of scholarship money is at stake. The wrong man can take advantage of the other fellows. When I talked to Bannister about this, he nearly fainted and collapsed in the chair. Do help me, Mr. Holmes. Either I must find the culprit or the examination must be postponed.
I shall be happy to help you. Did anyone visit you in your room when you were reading the papers?
Yes, Steve, a student who lives in the same floor, he came to ask me something about the examination.
None else in your room?
No.
Then it appears that Steve alone could know about the papers.
So it seems to me.
Let's go to your house and examine it. Let me see the 3 papers. There are no fingerprints. There are some pencil shreds. Now let's see the table.
There are some grains of sawdust on it.
Mr. Soames, now will you please call Bannister in? I understand that you left your key in the door.
Yes, sir, I have done this mistake other times also.
When did you enter the room?
It was about 4:30, that is Mr. Soames' tea time.
Did you look at the papers on the table?
No, sir, certainly not. I had the tea tray in my hand, so I thought I would take the key later on. Then I forgot.
That means that anyone could go inside the room or could get out of it.
Yes, sir. Someone told you about the papers, were you very much disturbed? Yes, sir, I nearly fainted. Where were you standing when you began to feel bad? Here, near the door.
But you sat down in the chair near the window. Why didn't you sit in the chair near the door?
Just a chance.
Were you here when your master left to meet me?
Only for a minute.
Thank you, that will do. You may go. Mr. Soames, have you mentioned about the 3 students living above?
No, sir, not a word.
I should like to have a word with them. Is it possible? And now, Mr. Soames, I wish you a good night. I will drop in early morning tomorrow with a definite answer.
Have you anything positive to tell, Mr. Soames?
Yes, my dear Watson, I have solved the mystery. Mr. Soames, will you please call Bannister? Now, Bannister, will you please tell us truth about the yesterday's incident?
I have told you everything, sir.
When you sat down in the chair, were you hiding something?
No, sir.
Didn't you let the man who was hiding in the room go out?
There was no man, sir.
Mr. Soames, kindly call Gilchrist. Now, Mr. Gilchrist, we want to know why did you commit such an action?
No, Mr. Gilchrist. I never said a word.
No, but you have now. I'll tell you the whole story now. Mr. Soames' room's window was open. I tried to measure how tall a man would be able to see the papers through the window while he passed. Only a 6-foot tall man could do it. I found out that Gilchrist was 6 feet tall and also a long jumper. He was practicing the jump. He came back carrying his jumping shoes, which had sharp spikes. As he passed your window, he saw the proofs on your table. He entered through the open door and put his shoes on the table, and hence the scratches on the table. He put his gloves on the chair near the window and took the proof papers to copy. He wrote very fast and broke his pencil and had to sharpen it again. And these pencil shreds helped me to find out the culprit. Looking at these shreds, I could make out that the pencil was not of an ordinary size. Its outer color was dark blue and it had a soft lid. I found out the same pencil in Gilchrist's room yesterday. When Holmes came back, Gilchrist shoes and hid inside the room, but forgot his gloves. Bannister pretended to faint to give Gilchrist a chance to escape. He sat down at the corner chair to hide Gilchrist's gloves.
Mr. Bannister, why did you help Gilchrist?
I was a butler at their house before working here. When I saw the gloves, I recognized these as Gilchrist's and wanted to save him.
Is it right, Gilchrist?
Yes, sir. I have a letter with me. In this, I have written that I would not take the examination.
I am pleased to hear that.
But why did you change your mind?
There is a man who set me on the right path. He spoke to me as a father and made me understand that what I did was wrong. So I changed my mind and decided not to take the paper.
You are a young man with bright future. For once you have fallen low. Let us see in the future how high you can rise.